Good evening. My name is Douglas Fairbanks, Jr., and I think I've got a secret.
I've Got a Secret, starring Gary Moore.
Thank you very much, and good evening, friends, and welcome to another edition of I've Got a You-Know-What, and I would like you to meet our happily intact panel. In the top slot, as usual, there is Bill Cullen, sitting next to the voice of spring, Jane Meadows, tight to the lid. And welcome home from the South Seas or the Caribbean, Henry Morgan, and the ever-beauteous Betsy Palmer. That is our panel. Dig those hats, spring is here. Now, before we get on with tonight's game, there is a piece of old business to be gotten out of the way, and that is an ungracious way to say it. I do want to thank the people over at 17 Magazine for their assistance and their good counsel in helping us prepare last week's teenage show, and our special thanks to the many educators all over the country who were kind enough to write to us thanking us for the show. We, in turn, thank you. Next, under the heading of new business, we want to thank the readers of TV Radio Mirror for voting us their favorite panel program. And this is the only poll in which the viewers do the actual voting, and we are proud to receive the award, I say modestly, for the fourth year in a row. Thank you. Are those happy tidings out of the way, panel? You set to play the game?
All right, go, Gabriel.
All right. Then, panel, you will have to start by putting on your blindfolds. They will only be on momentarily. They'll not be on long this time. And as soon as we get the blindfolds... Betsy, you broke yours. You'll just have to hold it in place for about 1 minute.
Well, I will. All right.
All right?
Wow.
Now then, may we have our first contestant, please? Now, will you tell our panel, please, what your name is and where you're from?
David Hemmes from Irvington, New York.
This is Mr. Hemmes, H-E-M-M-E-S. He is from Irvington, New York. And Mr. Hemmes, if you'll whisper your secret to me, we'd like to know what it is. Oh, yes. Now the whisper. Lights up, please. That's the whole deal, huh? All right, now if you'll come join me at the desk, we'll get on with the playing of the game. Panel, keep your blindfolds on for 1 moment more, please. Close the curtains, if you will. Dave, be seated. And now, panel, you may remove your blindfolds. And in helping to classify Mr. Hemmes' secret, I will tell you it is something that he just did. And Bill Cullen, we'll start with you.
Mr. Hemmes, did you do it with the aid of what was... Can I imagine that what I heard was a machine of some sort?
It was a machine, yes.
Did you do it with the aid of that machine?
Yes.
Is it electrical?
Yes.
Does it accomplish a worthwhile thing?
Yes.
Does it have anything to do with anyone else? Directly, I mean, is there another person involved in what that machine did?
In this particular instance, it did.
Does this machine change the appearance of whatever it is that you did up there? Or to whom, whatever?
No.
There you are.
All right, there is $20 down and $60 to go, and we go to Jane Flower Garden Meadows.
A very baffled Jane Flower Garden Meadows. This person, should we go after who the person is? That you, what's this, Henry?
Well, you look better with your hands down.
Thank you, dear.
I'm not sure she does.
Did you, should we go after who this person is? that you
Who's the
did this
person
thing?
involved
Yes.
with the machine? Yes, it would be helpful.
Is it somebody we would know?
Yes.
Yes.
Somebody in television?
No.
Somebody in show business?
No, not at all.
Would it be a famous person like a politician?
No.
But
All right, there's $40 down and $40 to go. I can only warn you that you have walked yourselves into a deep trap. Let's go to sunburned Henry Morgan, please.
Well, going along on what Jane established, that it was somebody we would know, would we know this person just because of us, that you know, in connection with this show?
You would know him in connection with this show, yes.
Is
boy.
he in a...
Oh, boy, you're going to kill me. But I'm giving you the gospel. It's true. You would know him now, Jane catches. Too late, Jane. All right.
Well, let's go back to Jane.
No, can't go back to Jane.
Can I whisper to Henry?
Oh, all right. It's his first week back. Whisper to Henry.
Oh. I don't trust you. Is this, are you connected with this show?
No, I'm not.
Well, right now he is.
Yeah.
Yes, he's on it.
And now back to Jane. No, you are the bum steer artist of the
No,
world.
Henry.
Try it, Henry.
I adore you. I wish you were single, but this is
What was your question, Henry?
was this a mechanical device which affects this show?
No, it does not.
Oh, for tonight only. The text is for tonight only. Boy, you're going to hate me. $60 down and $20 to go, but you're asking just questions that I have to give honest answers to, so let's go to Betsy Palmer.
Do you suppose you ought to tell me what Jane whispered to you?
I already did it.
Oh, you
and I
did
was
it.
a failure.
Oh, well, now, is it, have we established that it's a person that something is being done to, not an animal?
No, it's a machine, and the machine has a relationship to a person.
The machine has a relationship to a person. Is it a relationship to Mr. Moore, to Gary?
No.
Is it a relationship to any of us on the panel? Piano. My goodness, I'm not with it. Is it a relationship to, well, does it make Easter eggs, maybe, or decorations?
No.
All
All right, there goes the $80.
No.
Now, let me retrace this. Jane said, would we know this person? He said, yes. He is the person. You have just been introduced to him. You would know him. Yeah. Then you wanted to know, would you know him because he was connected with this show? The answer is yes. The only reason you know Mr. Hemmes is because he is on the show tonight. True?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All of this is true, and you were all walking down the garden path gaily and getting further and further. Yes, Betsy?
Does his hat have something to do with it?
No, that turns out to be my hat later on in the show. Mr. Hemmes has had his 1957 income tax figured out completely by an electronic brain.
Oh, my.
Now, it was done while you were blindfolded in 22 seconds, and this is the first time it has ever been officially done completely by machine. Mr. Hemmes is a mathematician with the IBM Corporation, and we persuaded him to put all of his pertinent income tax information, such as total wages, deductions, and so forth, on key punch cards. Not like these, actually these ones. And he fed these to the machine. Now, so far, we do not yet know what the answer is.
No, we don't.
You fed the information in, the answer is ready. So, you don't know what you're going to have to pay this year, right?
No, I'm not sure.
Well, let's go back and find out. Will you open the
I'd like
curtains,
to.
please? Now, panel, the two machines on this side are the machines into which the information was fed. Now he takes the cards, the punch cards, out, and he feeds them into this machine. Now, also in this machine is a standard 1040 income tax form, and it will print up on the proper lines and the proper places all of the figures, and it'll figure his income tax out for him. So do you want to feed? I'll punch the button when you say go. Go ahead. Start now? Okay. Feed the cards into the machine. Here comes his 1040 form. A little more. Turn the machine off. And here it is. Now, Mr. Hemmes, you don't know what your income tax return is? Oh, boy. Did you fix that machine?
Program.
You get a refund from the government of $295.10. You have to issue a W-2 form.
Yes, I do.
All made out. Will you sign your income tax return here? And this will be the first income tax return to ever be computed and sent in as the official thing. And if it turns out to be wrong, the machine goes to jail. Yes, Henry.
Well, Gary, does this machine have an area or a margin for lying? For lying.
has no margin for lying, has it?
No, not at all.
It would therefore be useless in many cases, Henry.
Well, I'll do it the old way.
All right. I will lick this and close it, and Dave, right after the show, I will mail this to the the district director of Internal Revenue Service. Thank you, Dave, very, very much. Nice to have you with us. See, he got a refund. I wonder if I can. I have my own cards made out here. I'd like to run them through myself, if you don't mind. I listed all of the deductions for this year. Now, first, there's $500 deducted for haircuts. Well, yeah, you see, I wear this crew cut only on Wednesdays. During the week, I let my hair grow, and then that's legitimate. And $1,000 for bow ties seems reasonable. And I only deducted $25 for depreciation on my beautiful body because I don't think it's depreciated much since last year. Now then, even I don't believe that. Why should you? All right, so I take my cards and I put them in the IBM machine like that, and we'll watch the lights over here and see what it says about my income tax, which I have done honestly. The lights are moving. Take the house lights down, please. The lights are moving. The machine's going crazy. It says tilt. I guess I'll have to try it again using honest figures, huh? Thank you, IBM. Now then, let's get our next contestants in as swiftly as possible, please. Now, let me get this beautiful young lady ensconced on my rather ample lap here. There we go. Now, as daddy of this family, will you identify all of the members of your tribe, please?
I'm Walter Gregg and family. My little boy, Walter. You are holding Helen, and Francis is on my wife's knee.
All right, this is the Gregg family. How do you all feel, by the way?
Oh, we feel fine.
Good, glad to hear it. Now, if you'll all whisper your secret to me, we'll show it at the same time to the folks at home. You want to whisper? Now, to help classify the Gregg family's secret, I will tell you it concerns something that happened to them. And, Henry, let's start with you because you're fresh back.
Well, I was looking at Mother and Father, and I must say I don't want to be terribly bright, but I have an idea, and I just don't think I want to pursue it.
You don't want to pursue the idea that you have?
Nope.
Well, would you pursue another idea?
Well, does this concern the parents mainly?
No.
Concerns the whole family.
Is it something in common with the family that is not, Gee, I don't know where I got this dumb idea. I wish I would...
It has nothing to do with genetics, if that's what you're playing around with.
Nothing to... Wait a minute, I would like to,
$60
I would like
to go,
to
and
get
let's
us, I would like to get established what show that is you referred to.
Let's go to Betsy.
It's something that it happened to all five of you.
Yes.
Five, yes. Gary's there.
Good girl.
Yes, it's hard to count. All five of you, and did it happen here in New York?
No.
You're from the South, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes, did it happen back home?
At home.
At home, did it happen in your house?
Did it happen?
Partially.
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 Did it and it happened half outside the house? Were you in the middle of a big wind of some sort?
It was not a big wind.
It wasn't a big wind.
No.
Were the children more involved than Mama and Daddy?
No. We're all equally involved. $40 down and $40 to go, and we go to Bill Cullen, please. Bill?
Is it possible, just in a wild stab, that these children have their homework done by the IBM machine? Did this thing, you mentioned it wasn't a big wind, Gary. Did it have something to do with the elements? Was it a storm, or was it something to do with the elements?
No. I will say this, however, and I'm giving you more information than I normally do, that it falls in the, somewhat in the disaster area.
And it had nothing to do with the elements? Fire, perhaps?
No.
Fire? No.
earthquake. It wouldn't be. Another. Thank you.
$60 down and $20 to go, and we go to Jane.
Happened in the disaster area. Was this something that we should have or would have read about in the newspapers?
Yes.
And it happened recently.
Yes.
Would water have been involved? Henry, please, dear. Say, Henry, I whispered to you before.
I don't have an idea in my head.
Water was
that
not
I did.
involved, no.
Water wasn't involved.
No. Let's give up on the panel
Yes.
here, I think, because we're no closer to it than we were when we started. We go for the full $80. You read about these folks in every newspaper, every news magazine, every newsreel. This is the family from Florence, South Carolina, who miraculously escaped injury when their house was hit by an atom bomb on March 11th. Mr. Gray, where were you at the time that the bomb hit?
I was in my backyard, front of the garage, working with my little boy with me, and two girls and my little niece and the cook were on the further side of the yard, an open area, which is 70 yards from the bomb, and the boy and myself were 50 yards from the bomb crater.
Now, of course, the atomic part of the bomb was not fired.
No, sir.
Simply because the Air Force does not go around with these bombs activated. They have a safety device on them. And so there was no resultant radiation or anything of the sort.
No.
What happened to your house?
It was totally destroyed. All the walls blown in, windows out, top caved in.
So the thing to do when your house is hit by an atom bomb is to be in the barn at the time.
He's out in the yard.
Yeah. What has the government offered any remuneration?
They are estimating damages and will rebuild when
They'll take care of all your
after
bills.
we get
and
through with
involved.
all of it.
Well, these are perilous times in which we live. What is your viewpoint toward that, sir? Do you feel resentment? Are you angry about it?
No, I think bombs are a good thing to have. Just use them in proper places.
I like the statement you gave the English press. When queried by an English reporter, what was it that you said, sir?
I'd much rather have our planes with our bombs flying than English and their planes.
Not the English, you mean the other
nations.
than foreign nations, yes.
Foreign nations.
This I can only describe as being a broad viewpoint to take. Thank you, Griggs, for being with us. Here is the money that you won. Will you take the money, honey? Here's the money. Here are 2 cartons of Winston's for the grown-ups. And Griggs, thank you all very much for sharing your time with us. Panel, I'm going to have to ask you now rather quickly to take your blindfolds with you into the soundproof room. When you return, please have them on. And now it is time for us to meet our special guest for tonight, a gentleman who happily for us is no stranger to our program. This is his 3rd visit to us. The distinguished actor and producer, Mr. Douglas Fairbanks. You said, I noticed at the top of the program, I think I have a secret. There seemed to be an area of doubt. Is there?
There is, yes. I thought I had a pretty good idea when I came here, but now I'm beginning to wonder.
What is your problem?
Well, having been here twice before, as you very kindly reminded everybody, I realize that this is the spot that everybody wants to laugh, where all the laughter is supposed to come, and I'm not so sure that, well, I don't think I'm going to get away with it, you see.
Why not?
Well, in all my acting end of my career, I've done a lot of adventure stuff, as you know, and suspense and drama and everything else, but I've never been much at being a comic or anything like that. I don't really know how to be...
Oh, you mean a real
so the idea I
comedian.
had called for that, and I...
Fear not. Fear not, I've got the whole thing rigged.
Oh, good. What?
I have a secret for you that will guarantee you're getting a laugh every single time you ask a question.
Wonderful.
All right? Now, as it happens, my friends, yesterday was April Fool's Day. April Fool's Day is the start of National Laugh Week every year. Now, this is sponsored by an organization called the Comedy Workshop. And to celebrate this event, they hold an annual Laugh Olympic to select the world's champion laugher. Now, I have invited the 4 finalists in this contest to our theater tonight. May we see them, please? Will you come out? 4 finalists. You are looking at the first Ha-Ha Quartet. And reading from left to right, they are Artie Roberts. There's Artie. And next to him is Barney Martin. And Diane Holliday. And Morris Mo Resner. Now, Doug, every time you answer a question, one of these finalists is going to laugh for you. And your secret will be that you are conducting the World's Championship Laughing Contest. After the game has been played, we'll ask our studio audience to select the grand champion for 1957. All right, now send the band all back, please, with their blindfolds on. And meanwhile, congratulations on the reviews on your picture, Chase a Crooked Shadow.
Thank you.
How many stars did you get?
Well, the Daily News gave us 3.5, and that's only half a star short of the best you can get, so I'm not complaining about that. We're all very thrilled with
That's
it.
just short of perfect. And who is perfect? Well, here comes our panel groping their way back.
Blind man's thought.
Now, panel, I will tell you while you are being seated, in the interest of... There it is, Betsy.
Honey, how do I know? I never had such a rough trip.
No, Henry. Panel, this is National Laugh Week.
Oh, that's darling.
Douglas Fairbanks has a secret for you. Whoops. And it concerns something that he is doing, and we will start with, well, let's start with Jane.
Well, now, Gary, you said it's National Laugh Week, so I guess this secret has something to do with laughter, does it? Is that a logical assumption?
Well, I suppose it is a natural assumption, yeah.
Possibly, yes.
Yes, Jane?
Mercy heavens. Was that laugh that I just heard, that wasn't coming out of you, Gary, was it?
No.
Yes, Jane?
It's contagious. Was that Mr. Fairbanks laughing in that peculiar fashion?
No, it was not.
I see. Now, these people who have been added to the stage, whom would we know these people?
Probably not.
Does it matter?
Let's ring the buzzer and forfeit the whole game. What do you say, everybody? Take your blindfolds off. Take your blindfolds off. This is National Laugh In the interest of time, Henry. In the interest of time, Douglas Fairbanks has been refereeing the finals of the World's Championship Laughing Contest. Quickly to determine the winner now, audience, let's hear laugh number one. Applause. Now hear laugh number two, Barney Martin. And Diane Holliday. And Mo Resner. Winner is number 4, Mo Resner. Mo Resner. The winner and champion, Mo Resner. Thank you all, and good night.
This has been a Mark Goodson, Bill Trotman production. This Farmer's Gown by Seal Chapman. This is John Cannon speaking.